The Mummy Returns is a 2001 American adventure film written and directed by Stephen Sommers, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo, Oded Fehr, Patricia Velásquez and Freddie Boath. The film is a sequel to the 1999 film The Mummy. The Mummy Returns inspired the 2002 film The Scorpion King, which is set 5,000 years prior and whose eponymous character, played by Dwayne Johnson, was introduced in this film. It was followed by the 2008 sequel The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Plot: in 3067 BC, the Scorpion King leads his army on a campaign to conquer the world. 7 years later, the Scorpion King and his army are defeated and exiled to the desert of Armshire. His men die of heat exhaustion, leaving only the Scorpion King. Vowing to give Anubis his soul for the power to defeat his enemies, an oasis is created to hide the Scorpion King's pyramid and giving him a legion of humanoid jackal warriors to seek revenge. The army of Anubis sweeps across Egypt, destroying everything in its path, but once their task is finished, Anubis claims the Scorpion King's soul and his army. In 1933, Rick and Evelyn O'Connell explore a ruined mortuary structure in the ancient Egyptian city of Thebes with their son, Alex. They find the bracelet of Anubis. In London, Alex puts on the bracelet, which shows him a vision with directions to the oasis of Armshire. Alex has 7 days to reach the oasis, or the bracelet will kill him the moment the sun's rays shine on the Scorpion King's pyramid. At that point, the Scorpion King and his army will awaken. Evelyn is captured by an Egyptian cult who have resurrected Imhotep. They wish to use Imhotep's power to defeat the Scorpion King, which would give him command of Anubis' army to take over Earth. The cult, led by Baltus Hafez, the British Museum's curator, includes a warrior named Lochnar and Milanese, the reincarnation of Imhotep's love Anck-Su-Namun. The O'Connells set out to rescue her, accompanied by Evelyn's brother Jonathan and the Mj Oded Fehr. After having discovered the bracelet is missing, they attempt to kill Evelyn, however a fight ensues between Rick and Imhotep. Imhotep then calls on the help of his mummified soldiers to kill them. After freeing Evelyn, they flee on a double-decker bus. After defeating them, Alex is kidnapped and they travel across Egypt to rescue him along with Rick's associate from his past adventures, Izzy, a pilot, who provides the group with transportation. The bracelet gives Alex visions, directions to Armshire that the cult follows. At each location, Alex leaves clues for his parents, who follow in Izzy's dirigible. Imhotep uses the Book of the Dead to give Milanese the soul of Anck-Su-Namun, but by doing so he allows Evelyn to unlock the memories of her previous life as Princess Nefertiti, the bracelet's keeper and Pharaoh Seti's daughter. Lochnar discovers that Alex has been leaving clues, so Imhotep makes a wall of water that attacks the dirigible. The O'Connells crash in the jungle of Armshire. Izzy stays with the dirigible in hopes of repairing it. The O'Connells attack the cult, and both groups are attacked by pygmy mummies. Rick retrieves Alex while Oded Fehr kills Lochnar. They escape from the pygmies, who kill most of the cult except for Baltus. Imhotep and Anck-Su-Namun are unharmed due to Imhotep's powers and Anck-Su-Namun being the keeper of the Book of the Dead. Rick and Alex run to the pyramid, barely making it before sunrise. The bracelet detaches from Alex's arm. Oded regroups with them in case Anubis' army rises. Anck-Su-Namun stabs Evelyn and kills her. Rick, grieving, pursues Imhotep. Baltus puts on the bracelet and revives the army. As Imhotep walks into the pyramid, Anubis takes his powers, wanting Imhotep to fight as a mortal. Rick finds Imhotep summoning the Scorpion King and they fight. The Mj engage the army as the Scorpion King interrupts Rick and Imhotep's fight. Imhotep tells the Scorpion King that he is the Scorpion King's slave, but Rick was sent to kill him. During Rick and the Scorpion King's fight, Baltus is killed. Jonathan and Alex collaborate to steal the Book of the Dead from Anck-Su-Namun. Alex uses the book to resurrect Evelyn, who duels with Anck-Su-Namun while Alex and Jonathan go help Rick. It is revealed that the scepter that Jonathan has been carrying extends into a spear that can kill the Scorpion King. The Mj seemingly defeat Anubis' army despite heavy casualties, but see that they have only defeated the vanguard, and the full army is charging towards them. However, before the Anubis warriors hit them J-lines, Rick succeeds in killing the Scorpion King, sending him and his army back to the underworld. The Scorpion King's death breaks his oath with Anubis, causing the oasis to turn back into a desert, and the oasis to be sucked into the pyramid. Rick and Imhotep are hanging from the edge of a pit that leads into the underworld. Evelyn risks her life to save Rick, but Anck-Su-Namun refuses to do the same for Imhotep, and abandons him. Heartbroken about her desertion, he lets go of the ledge, falling into the underworld, to his death. Anck-Su-Namun, running away from the pyramid, falls into a pit of scorpions and flesh-eating scarab beetles. The O'Connells reach the top of the pyramid, which is being sucked into the desert. Izzy arrives with a modified dirigible and saves the O'Connells. Jonathan grabs the diamond at the top of the pyramid. Ardith Bey salutes them as they fly over him. Cast, reception, box office. The Mummy Returns has earned the gross profit of $335,013,000, which, taking inflation into account, is a few percent lower than The Mummy's gross profit. On its opening day, the film earned $24,134,667. The film grossed $202,019,785 in the United States and Canada box offices and $230,993,489 elsewhere, totaling in $433,013,274 worldwide. Critical: The Mummy Returns has received mixed reviews from critics. It currently holds a 47% Rotten rating on Rotten Tomatoes, based on 139 reviews. Metacritic reported, based on 31 reviews, an average rating of 48 out of 100. Roger Ebert, who awarded the first film 3 stars, gave the second film only 2, saying that the mistake of The Mummy Returns is to abandon the characters, and to use the plot only as a clothesline for special effects and action sequences. James Berardinelli of Real Views gave the film 2.5 stars, calling it hollow, lightweight entertainmentally not unpleasant, but far from the Sommers' definitive action-adventure flick. Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times gave the film a positive review, praising its constant plot turns, cheeky sensibility and omnipresent action sequences. Todd McCarthy of Variety praised the non-stop action of the final hour, saying that it bursts with visual goodies. Joe Morgenstern of The Wall Street Journal gave the film a negative review, saying that it has all of the clank but none of the swank of the previous version. Charles Taylor of Salon.com was also not impressed, calling The Mummy Returns everything the first Mummy was fun for not being. Awards and nominations. Soundtrack: The Mummy Returns, original motion picture soundtrack was released on May 1, 2001 by Decca Records. It contains the score composed and conducted by Alan Silvestri, although it misses material heard during the climactic action sequences. Also featured is a version of the song Forever May Not Be Long Enough by the rock band Live, which slightly differs from the song's album version. References. External links. Official website, The Mummy Returns at the Internet Movie Database, The Mummy Returns at AllMovie, The Mummy Returns at Rotten Tomatoes, The Mummy Returns at Metacritic, The Mummy Returns at Box Office Mojo.